For 41 consecutive years on Christmas Day, either at the Princess Margaret Hospital, the then Princess Margaret Hospital, the Dominica Infirmary, and the Dominica State Prison. Did you know that for his contributions through Esperias Creole development and advertising, Felix Henderson received numerous awards, over 20, including the Cicero Award of Honor, the Lime Lifetime Achievement Award, the DFC Lifetime Award, the Rosie Douglas Foundation Medal, and the Golden Drum Award. Did you know that Felix Henderson passed away on November 10th in 2020 due to illness? Gone but certainly not forgotten. Did you know that the daughter of the late Felix Henderson is keeping his memory alive with a book titled Niniput, The Beginning? The book provides lessons on Creole and culture and presents various stories and poems and also highlights his many achievements. Did you know made possible compliments the good folks of Quartz Dominica Limited as we remember the late Felix Henderson, veteran broadcaster extraordinaire, and the foremost proponent for the promotion, acceptance, and preservation of the Creole language.
The Nation Station, DBS Radio, says thank you to you and to everyone for choosing the Nation Station, DBS Radio.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: Dominica named the Caribbean's leading nature destination at the 32nd World Travel Awards. News from the region this morning: St. Lucia's opposition leader says his UWP will finish St. Jude's Hospital. And news from the international scene: Prime Minister Narendra Modi says those behind the Delhi blast that killed 8 people last night will not be spared. Details of the morning news right after this.
Ever wondered what's in your milk? These are the following benefits of Distinction Milk. It's a great source of calcium and protein, vitamin A and D added. It's definitely not a filled milk like some of the other brands. Distinction Milk texture and taste is great for shakes, baking, pouring cream, and a side for mashed potatoes and much more. Even better, because of its rich texture, Distinction evaporated milk can be stretched. Isn't it great to know what's in your milk? Distinction Milk, distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Major Morning News. The news this morning brought to listeners through the kind compliments of Fine Foods Inc., Petro Caribe, and HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited. My name is Curtis Matthew. Here we go with our lead story this morning. Dominica has been named the Caribbean's leading nature destination at the 32nd World Travel Awards. Minister for Tourism, Denise Charles Pemberton, says there were other awards for Dominica. Well, we do apologize. We don't have that clip at the moment. We will seek to rectify the problem to bring you the tourism minister, Denise Charles Pemberton.
The Caribbean's leading. Dominica shines once more, securing top honors at the 32nd World Travel Awards. A true testament to our people, our natural beauty, and our commitment to sustainable tourism. This year, Dominica was named the Caribbean's leading nature destination, a proud moment for the nature island and for everyone who continues to champion our unique approach. We also celebrate Jungle Bay Resort and Spa, honored as the Caribbean's leading retreat, along with Leisure Car Rental, Intercontinental Dominica Cabrit's Resort and Spa, and Just Go Dominica, all recognized for their outstanding contribution to our tourism excellence. These achievements reflect the dedication and passion of our tourism stakeholders, each playing a vital role in advancing our vision of a world-class tourism industry that benefits all Dominicans. And as we celebrate these honors, Discover Dominica has launched our exciting new campaign, Nature of Love. It's an invitation to feel the warmth, beauty, and connection that makes Dominica so special, where nature doesn't just surround you, it loves you back. On behalf of the Government of Dominica, the Ministry of Tourism, and the Discover Dominica Authority, congratulations to all our winners and nominees. Together, we continue to share the nature of love with the world.
And that's the minister responsible for tourism, Denise Charles Pemberton. Other news this morning, a regional initiative to strengthen mathematics teaching and learning will be launched at Goodwill Parish Hall on Thursday this week. Barbados, Grenada, and Dominica will be represented at the event. Meluticia Mills is Education Officer for Mathematics in the Curriculum, Measurement, and Assessment Unit of the Ministry of Education.
The Ministry of Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training, and National Excellence will host the soft launch of the Regional Lower Secondary Mathematics Teacher Training Initiative on Thursday, November 13, 2025, at the St. Alphonsus Parish Hall. This initiative, a collaboration among the Advancing Caribbean Teachers in Mathematics, the Commonwealth of Learning, and the Virtual University for Small States of the Caribbean, aims to strengthen mathematics teaching and learning across the Caribbean. Barbados, Grenada, and Dominica form the second cohort of participating countries in this regional program. The training will begin with a 2-day face-to-face workshop on November 13th and 14th, followed by online sessions continuing until April 2026. Focus areas include content development, pedagogy, ICT integration, inclusivity, and assessment. This initiative reaffirms the government's commitment to building teacher capacity and improving student outcomes in mathematics. This regional collaboration will empower teachers to make mathematics more engaging, relevant, and accessible, while strengthening professional networks across participating islands.
And that's the Education Officer for Mathematics in the Curriculum, Measurement, and Assessment Unit of the Ministry of Education, Meluticia Mills. President of Dominica, Her Excellency Silvani Burton, has told Indonesia's new ambassador to Dominica that Dominica is encouraged by his country's active role in championing climate action, disaster resilience, and sustainable economic transformation. Mrs. Burton says these align with Dominica's vision of becoming the world's first climate-resilient nation. His Excellency Fikri Kasidi presented his letter of credentials to the Dominica president yesterday. The president of Dominica said this is tremendous potential, or there is tremendous potential for deeper cooperation between Dominica and Indonesia in areas such as renewable energy. She says, as Dominica and Indonesia navigate the challenges of the 21st century, they look forward to strengthening the bonds of friendship, expanding technical and cultural exchanges, and exploring opportunities for trade and investments that will benefit nationals of both countries. She added that she acknowledges Indonesia's commitment to extend further international development cooperation with Dominica, focusing on capacity building in areas such as disaster risk management, education, arts and culture, agriculture, and agricultural product processing, fisheries, and tourism. The president of Dominica noted that the world continues to grapple with numerous and complex challenges ranging from devastating impacts of climate change and economic inequality to geopolitical tensions and threats to global peace, saying it is therefore imperative that nations, regardless of size or geography, work together in a spirit of solidarity and mutual understanding. Other news this morning, a 5-member delegation from DOMLEC has arrived in Jamaica to assist in recovery efforts following Hurricane Melissa. DOMLEC is one of several utilities from the region taking part in the recovery efforts through the CARILEX Caribbean Disaster Assistance Program, CDAP. General Manager of DOMLEC, Dwayne Sinak, says the company is pleased to support Jamaica during this challenging time.
Today, November 10th, DOMLEC is happy to announce that a team of 5 left Dominica and arrived in Jamaica this afternoon to support the restoration efforts of our sister utility, DBS. As we know, Jamaica has been devastated following the passage of Hurricane Melissa. And so as part of the CARILEC Disaster Assistance Program, DOMLEC are committed to supporting the restoration activity over there. Multiple utilities within the CARILEC organization have agreed to provide support, and a number of linesmen will meet over there to collaborate in supporting our sister utility fast-track their restoration process. So we at DOMLEC, we're very happy that the 5-member team comprising of 4 linesmen, 1 supervisor volunteered. That the efforts will obviously be welcome. It's something we're very proud of here at DOMLEC. We can provide that support to the people of Jamaica.
And that's the General Manager of DOMLEC, Dwayne Sinak. The 5-member DOMLEC team is Julie Paul, the team leader, supervisor, Earl Matthew, Wilbert Moise, Isaiah Philip, and Dylan John Baptiste. Other news this morning on a rather sad note. Pierre Charles Secondary School is mourning the death of assistant principal Claudia Toussaint. She was pronounced dead at the Granby Health Center at 2 o'clock yesterday after she complained of feeling unwell at school yesterday afternoon. Reports indicate that she collapsed at the school before being transported to the Granby Health Center. An officer of the school told DBS News that the assistant principal was friendly and impacted the lives of students. She entered the PHL Secondary School around 1998 and taught social studies and French before becoming assistant principal. She leaves behind a daughter. DBS News extends condolences to the family, students and staff of PHL Secondary School and the friends of the late Claudia Toussaint. We understand the Ministry of Education will make a statement on the matter in the course of the day. St. Lucia's opposition leader Alan Chasney says his UWP will finish St. Jude's Hospital. That was one of several commitments made by Chasney during a national address in St. Lucia last night. His remarks came in response to Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre's announcement the day before when general elections were announced. He also outlined several initiatives a future UWP government would undertake if returned to power. Finally, this morning, Prime Minister Narendra Modi says those behind the Delhi blast that killed 8 people in India last night will not be spared. 8 were killed on Monday night after a car exploded near the Red Fort landmark in the Indian capital Delhi sometime last night. The Prime Minister was making a national statement on the matter. That's a look at the DBS Major Morning News. Don't go away. The sports broadcast comes up very soon.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica. And yes, we deliver fast. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. Call us at 255-6810 or 316-0164 or drop by our Jimmy location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc. The biggest distributor for the biggest brand.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe, and Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets, PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Here's a quick tip from MBD.
A quick tip from the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Scammers may send fake emails or texts. Remember, NBD will never ask you to reset your more banking password or share your card PIN, CVV, or other sensitive information this way. Stay alert. Stay secure. When in doubt, contact NBD, your partner, your bank.
Let's begin the DBS Morning Sports Report with volleyball news. Head coach of the Dominica men's under-23 volleyball team, Itoma James, says confidence is high among the Dominican players as they prepare for the ECVA under-23 volleyball tournament in Antigua from November 12th to the 16th. DBS Sports caught up with the men's head coach last night during a practice match at the Massac Indoor facility. Dominica will be up against Grenada in its first encounter.
Well, in terms of confidence, our confidence is always high. We have a lot of experienced players on our team, and we're just hoping that our experience can shine through because we do have some inexperience among it, but the experience is what we're expecting to carry us through this time.
Right. What has been the main focus in training those during your preparation time? What areas have you been focusing on?
Well, for now, is really trying to get the team to gel. Just try to build some chemistry, trying to get them to work on their intensity, playing hard and competitive. Because, we haven't really gotten a chance to really play competitive in a while. So it's trying to get them in that frame of mind to, competition volleyball rather than just playing for fun.
All right, you mentioned chemistry. How would you describe the team's chemistry at this point?
Well, still, to be honest, not exactly where I would like it to be, but we're working on it and I've seen the improvements. So we're just hoping that, the little time together again, spending some time actually living together will help to build that. We hope that that's what comes out of it for now.
All right. Any team that you may be having in the back of your mind in competition in Antigua?
Honestly, I think probably any of the top 4 usual teams is going to be competitive because we haven't seen them in a while in terms of what their team makeup is, but usually they have good teams and we really don't want to go in there underestimating anybody or overestimating anybody. We just treat each team on their merits. We know Antigua usually competitive, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, even Grenada, because Grenada's makeup too is majority senior players. Yeah. Just like, the Antigua team, the St. Lucia team. So really and truly, I believe it's going to be a tough competition, but I believe we have what it takes to really compete.
And that's the head coach of the Dominica men under-23 volleyball team, Itoma James, speaking to Ali and Christopher at the Massac Indoor facility last night. Meanwhile, Jaden Robinson, who is a setter for the national team, also feels that the team is ready for the volleyball tournament in Antigua.
Okay, so how are you feeling, Jaden, getting ready to represent Dominica at the ECVA on the 23 tournament?
Well, I think leading up to the tournament, the team's confidence has been sort of high, I would say, that we feel prepared, going into it. In terms of the preparation for training, I think we had a little dip in practice with regards to the independent season where Massac, the indoor facility, had a lot of events going on, so we were unable to train for a bit. But we made the most with what we had, with the days we had. We went to the stadium and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we feel pretty good over. For me, being the setter of the team, I'm the brain of the team, so I've been trying to work on my decision making, at crucial times in the game, and yeah, just trying to improve on my weaknesses. Jumping higher, being a shorter player. So.
And that's Jaden Robinson, the setter for the Dominica men's under-23 volleyball team. Some cricket news now. The West Indies will continue its build-up to the 2026 ICC Men's T20 World Cup with a 3-match T20 series against Afghanistan early next year. The Afghanistan Cricket Board has confirmed the series will be played in the United Arab Emirates on January 19th, 21st and 22nd. Both teams have already qualified automatically for the next T20 World Cup set to take place in India and Sri Lanka. The West Indies head into the tournament as two-time champions, while Afghanistan will look to build on their historic semi-final finish in 2024. The Caribbean side recently swept aside Bangladesh and are currently in a 5-match T20 series against New Zealand. After the Afghanistan tour, they will meet South Africa as preparations continue for the global showpiece. Some football news. The Dominica men's senior national football team will participate for the first time in the CONCACAF series this week in St. Kitts. The CONCACAF series is meant to provide matches for member nations that have already been eliminated from the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualification. Dominica has been placed in Group B alongside Belize, St. Martin, and host country St. Kitts. Dominica will play its first game on Wednesday. That's against St. Martin, and will be back again on the Saturday the 15th against St. Martin. The technical staff of the senior men's national football team has selected 23 players to represent the island at the CONCACAF friendly series in St. Kitts. The squad includes 4 newcomers and 5 overseas-based players. The players selected are goalkeepers Jerome Burkhardt, Dante Newton, and Jaheim Coffey. Defenders Eustace Marshall, Jalen Johnville, Marcus Bredas, Ethan Nichols, a newcomer, Nick Anthony, Leon, there's also Leon Edwards, Mosiah Bonney, overseas-based, and Durell Dura, newcomer and overseas-based. The midfielders are Savio Anselm, Nathan Newton, Giovanni Xavier, Braille Thomas, Malachi Bonney, overseas base, and Giles Michel, overseas base. The forwards are Odell Laville, Travis Joseph, Javi George, Dante Warrington, Anton Larocque, and Troy Jules, overseas based. The team is being coached by Ellington Sabin, with Delroy Watt as the assistant coach. Clevon Vidal is the team medic, with Dr. Curtis St. John as the team's doctor. Equipment manager is Reginald Daru, the team's manager Kelvin Benjamin, and the team's media officer is Gavin Richards. Let's bring you some more football news. Rayvon Kopel and Caleb Dangleben scored a goal each on the weekend as We United FC defeated Maho Soccer Strikers 2-0 in the DFA Under-18 Football League on the weekend. Kopel, who is the league's top scorer with 5 goals in 2 games, opened the scoring for We United in the 15th minute of the game, holding off the last defender before putting the ball in the back of the nets past the Maho keeper. We United ended the first half with a 1-0 advantage. Caleb Dangleben gave his side some breathing space in the 55th minute of play following some poor defensive work by Maho Soccer Strikers. We United got a chance to add a 3rd goal in the 90th minute from the penalty spot, but Alison Gasper put his effort just past the post after sending the keeper the wrong way. In the end, We United FC took the 3 points and the match by 2-0. Head coach of the Special Olympics 3x3 basketball team, Julian Benjamin, says Team Dominica is ready as they prepare to compete in the region's first ever Special Olympics 3x3 Unified Basketball Tournament. The tournament will take place in Guadeloupe from November 13th to the 16th. This marks Dominica's first ever appearance in basketball at a Special Olympics organized event.
The athletes are ready, and we have been training regularly at the Lindo Park. We first started training at the St. Mary's Academy, then we moved to the Lindo Park for training. And I think the athletes have been putting their best foot forward. They have tried their best to learn each other's chemistry. They have tried as a team to gel and to bring home some victory to Dominica. So we expect good things from there's 5 athletes that will be representing us. We have Delicia and Fares, who are the normal athletes representing us. And the Special Olympics athletes would be Danzel, Radian, and Gel. So we have a good mix of athletes and a good team, and they have been preparing regularly. So we expect good things from the Dominica team.
And that's the head coach of the Special Olympics 3x3 basketball team, Julian Benjamin. Finally, let's go back to some cricket news. Rain had the better of this weekend's cricket fixtures in the Central Cooperative Credit Union Limited Dominica Cricket Association Intermediate League. All scheduled games for the weekend were called off without a ball being bowled. Here is the public relations officer of the Dominica Cricket Association, Kimara Ito.
The Dominica Cricket Association announces, due to the prevailing weather conditions over the weekend, the scheduled matches in the 2025 Central Cooperative Credit Union Limited and Dominica Cricket Association Intermediate League for Saturday 8th November and Sunday 9th November were called off. The updated fixtures will be circulated in due course. We sincerely appreciate the understanding and cooperation of all teams, players, and supporters affected by these changes.
And that's the public relations officer of the Dominica Cricket Association, Kimara Ito. That too is a look at the DBS major morning news and sports. We'll be back again at 11 to bring you a news update on behalf of the news and sports departments and our link person Hazari Williams. Curtis Matthew saying good morning.
A quick tip from the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Scammers may send fake emails or texts. Remember, NBD will never ask you to reset your more banking password or share your card PIN, CVV, or other sensitive information this way. Stay alert. Stay secure. When in doubt, contact NBD, your partner, your bank.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. It's now 7:32 here on your Nature Isle. The time made possible compliments the good folks of Auto Trade. Auto Trade's newest Changan Hunter is here. Book your test drive today and smart your future. Coming up shortly, we bring you your morning's weather report. Just before we do so, would like to remind you of your Kalinago word of the day for today. And that's the Kalinago word for the magic of war, or war magic, spiritual warfare. And that's Irenapue. Irenapue. That's I-R-E-N-A-P-U-E. Once again, I-R-E-N-A-P-U-E. Irenapue. The magic of war, war magic, or spiritual warfare in Kalinago. Your Kalinago word of the day made possible. Compliments the good folks of FRS Express de Zil. Join us tomorrow morning, God willing, here in your nation station for another Kalinago word of the day. Up next, your morning's weather report.
Make weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
Your morning's weather report made possible compliments Big Edge Financial and Flow Dominica Limited.
At Flow, loyalty pays back. That's why we're rewarding our customers with $400 in vouchers. That's like 5 months of your mobile bill back in your pocket. Simply add mobile to your current home internet plan and claim your $400 in rewards today. Loyalty pays back. That's how we keep your rhythm flowing.
At this time, we say good morning to Asha Bryan with this morning's weather report. Good morning.
Good morning. The weather report from the Dominican